Now, as we work our way up into the co-main event, we got Santiago Ponzinibbio versus Carlston Harris, big welterweight division fight. And we want to take a look back at how we got here with these two, right? So not so much Ponzinibbio. Well, let's look at Jeremiah Wells versus Carlston Harris before we get to the prediction. Here's how that fight turned out.
Kind of an awkward submission attempt, but Carlston Harris isn't letting go. I mean, he has it locked in. And we'll see if Wells can hang on. Boy, and I don't know. They better check him. Here. That left hand's dropping. He's out. It's over. Yes. Wow. Carlston Harris gets the win, jumps on top of the cage. And the crowd at Nashville loves it. And Jeremiah Wells is going to be fine. But Carlston Harris, man, a fight he was going to lose. He had to get the finish in the third round, and he got it.
Yeah, so Carlston Harris is no stranger to finishes. And, expect a high-level fight from his side in this one. Now, we did find one with Ponzinibbio where I believe he did get the finish. We didn't get to cut this video down, but that's all right. Let's take a look back at Ponzinibbio versus Alex Morono. Check this out.
Ooh, and Ponzinibbio fires back with a jab. But he's taking some big shots from Morono. Now Morono ducks a shot from Ponzinibbio. Ponzinibbio lands a right. It's picking up here, final 250 at a fight. Should come down to this round, although it's been close in each of the first two. When Ponzinibbio comes in and then ducks a counterpunch from Morono. Morono looks a little bit out on his feet. He takes a right. Oh, Morono's in trouble. Morono goes down. It's over. And Ponzinibbio goes crazy after looking tired here in round 3. He finally connects on a big right hand, and Morono looks stunned. And that's it. And I like to tell you that Morono just looked tired because he took the fight on short notice. That wasn't it. Ponzinibbio kept fighting. What heart he showed there. And Argentina's having a big, big weekend. Here with the World Cup, and now Ponzinibbio getting the win. He's going to move to 30-6, and he ends Alex Morono's 4-fight win streak. And this fight went down catchweight style, 180 pounds. And Santiago Ponzinibbio jumped the cage. He's walking around, fist pumping everybody. Yeah, Morono looked out of it, man. And Morono goes down, man. You see the replay. He looked fine until boom, right on the chin. Right on the button. Boy, we're holding it down here. 10 straight finishes. Can we get 2 more? You would think so in the next 2 fights. But man, Ponzinibbio, 2 straight rights to finish this thing. And he's fired up. Catchweight fight, UFC 282.
Yeah, and that's interesting because you don't see 10 straight finishes ever in the UFC. So a major run there, UFC 282 must have been a big event, but it's been several years ago now, so I can't really remember. But nonetheless, let's get into the prediction between both of these two. This is Carlston Harris. Oh, and I see what happened. We got to go back and find Carlston Harris now. That's all right. We'll figure it out. So Carlston Harris versus Santiago Ponzinibbio, and we might not have this one. See if I can find it over here. Nope. Come on now. All right, there it is. Ponzinibbio versus Carlston Harris. Let's get into it right now. In the welterweight division at UFC Vegas 101, you got Santiago Ponzinibbio taking on Carlston Harris. This is Argentina versus Guyana, 30-8 versus 19-6. So a lot of experience in the octagon for both fighters. They both stand 6 feet Ponzinibbio 38, Harris 37, so they're getting up there. Can't afford to waste any time. Harris 3-inch reach advantage. Both guys stand right-handed. Ponzinibbio is more active with 4.7 significant strikes per minute to 3.2 for Harris. Takedown game, though, favors Harris. You get to like 2 takedowns every 3 rounds. Ponzinibbio 66% takedown defense, so he's stopping 2 out of 3. But that would lead you to believe Harris is going to get some takedowns in this fight. Santiago has struggled lately, losing to Muslim Salikov by split decision. He got KO'd by Kevin Holland. Before that, he beat Alex Morono and lost to Mikel Pereira. So he's had some tough fights, which is only going to serve to make him better, right? Carlston Harris, on the other hand, lost to Chaos Williams, first round KO. Before that, he beat Jeremiah Wells by submission, Jared Gordon by decision, and lost to Shavkat. So both guys, man, with a lot of experience in the octagon. This is a toss-up fight, and when I look at the odds, it's the same. It's completely even. So it just depends on which way you want to go with this one. I'm going to lean towards Carlston Harris, even though I like Ponzinibbio. And this guy, well, both of them face solid opponents, but I'm going to lean towards Carlston Harris because of the takedown game. If he can't land takedowns, it's going to be a long night because Ponzinibbio will outpace him. So I'm banking on the fact that Harris gets a decision victory by controlling 2 out of 3 rounds. But very close decision, and Ponzinibbio has been in a few split decision fights. So, you know, he might have an advantage there as well, but I'm just leaning towards Carlston Harris in a very close fight to get the job done here. Move to 20-6. He's chasing that 20th victory here in the welterweight division at UFC Vegas 101. Yeah, and I know we said this throughout the card, but tough fight to predict. You know, it's like anything can happen in this particular fight. And that's probably why it's the co-main event. But we'll lean towards Carlston Harris to get the victory and be rooting hard for him to do so in order to get as many wins in this first card as possible. You know how serious we are about the predictions, and it's like you want to kick off the year on the right note. But as we went through these 14 fights, very, very tough to predict.